So, don't expect to be playing first-person shooters like this, but you know. If you can get some swiping controls in here, it may be a little more useful. It's like moving back, forward, and all that is okay, but this is what happens when you use the mouse, though, by the way. So I was talking about with the mouse controls. And it seems to have, picked up a bit as it starts lagging. But yeah, I wish they could get some swipe controls, like for the left analog stick, but there it is. And they definitely have some work to do for this, but like I said, it is possible to play. And I think if they improve their processors and everything, it'd be a lot better. Oh. It's a little rough to move. Like I said, with the touch controls, it's kind of rough. And if you hit the wrong area, there you go, some lag. If you hit the wrong area, you'll end up screwing yourself up like that or something. If you fat finger one of these analog sticks or any of the buttons. So I wouldn't be using touch controls for something like this. Something that uses a D-pad may not be so bad. There's also right button and left right button and left stick controls. Right stick, left stick controls, is that? Yeah, that's what it says. So you can do shit like this. Tactical options available. So yeah, but you can stream that. You can, even if you didn't have a gaming PC, you could actually. The idea is you would be able to just download the software, download Steam or Origin or whatever, and basically you can download any game you want from those services, or just download any game from any. The latency is fairly good. It's just the lag issues. But you'd be able to download, without having to upgrade any PCs or anything. So if that bothers you to have to do that, you can download any game you really want and not really have to worry about it, hopefully eventually, because obviously right now I'm having issues with some games. Like I said, Advanced Warfare is not quite working. Let me just quit out. But yeah, so, and even if you did have a gaming PC, maybe eventually they would have a better, hopefully they would have better PCs than you'd have. Maybe you can get in some games that play on PCs you couldn't freaking afford, or just simply game on your tablet, whatever. So, I think this is a really cool option. Even if it needs some work, I think it's a really good option for, what the fuck? What the hell did I do? Okay, let's try this again. I want to quit. Quit. Yes, I want to quit. You know what it did? I must have hit... Okay, it didn't do that. Alright, never mind. But you'd be able to just play games. You could pull it up on your PC. So if you have a crappy PC at home, you could download this this software, and that would get you up and running with some games. Right now it's free, so you can try it out. And so even if you have a crappy PC that can't play fucking Minecraft, you should be able to actually start playing some AAA stuff and, all that. Granted, you'd have to, make purchases and shit. That's one thing that separates this from something like Grid, is that this requires purchases of the games unless you're using like free to play. You would need to purchase your games on top of paying a fee whenever the hell they start charging. And, you know, you would have to pay a fee to play your games and then pay the fee to buy the game. That's one of those things that was working against OnLive. But the only thing is that with OnLive, they needed to get the license for the games, and you know, they always got these crappy games or these mediocre games that people are like, oh, I can get that shit in the bargain bin. And this is a little bit different because it allows you gives you full access to not only just Steam, but a remote desktop. You can get Origin, you can get this, you can get that. And it's just like a remote desktop that's optimized for cloud gaming, so you don't have this crap with, you know, the people have to get licenses for specific games, and you end up with a pile of shit games that you can play on demand, but, you know, you wouldn't really spend the money on the service because it's not worth it with the games that they have. So, you know, it's a little... I think this one works a lot better, and if they could get I would use this if they had a PC or PCs or just hardware that's better than mine. I don't want to pay to stream a desktop that's not as good as the desktop I have at home. I could stream my desktop already outside of the house and inside the house, so that's not what I'm looking for. I would like to be able to use cloud gaming to get a nicer PC than I could afford. And if they keep upgrading and upgrading, then they'll more than likely keep me outdated, I guess, or something. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just was trying to say something. I don't know. But yeah, this works with controllers and all that. On desktop, it works with Rumble as well. So if your controller supports Rumble, it will in fact work. Android has doesn't seem to work with Rumble. From what I hear, Android is not friendly with Rumble motors and controllers. So, but oh well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, it did work on PC using the Rumble motors on the controller. And yeah, so this also means that you can download emulators, by the way. Alright, so I ran out of space because I talk a lot. I don't remember what the last thing I said, but I did want to state that it would you can play emulators. This would allow you to play emulators for PC, desktop, full so you can play like Sega M2 emulators, so you can play like Daytona USA or whatever those, House of the Dead games and all that. You can stream those. So anything you just don't have on Android or something like that, you just would be able to stream to your tablet without having to have like some kind of PC in your house to take care of that and stuff like that. So I just thought it was a really cool app. I've been waiting for it for a while, and I thought it was a great idea because it's not just for gaming. Even though it's gaming focused, you can use it with Windows, and you can just simply, go here, and then you switch over to the Windows 10 desktop if this will ever load that. Okay. And I may need to... Okay. So we go... And then we can head on over to our Windows 10 desktop here. And, yeah, so... And it's a very smooth desktop. You can use the browser on here, so you'd have Flash and all that crap. Use Chrome. Thing about the... last thing I want to say is the beta version, or whatever, is... has a bit of a limitation. If you don't use it... Meaning, if you close out of the application and you're not connected to it for 10 minutes, it deletes everything you downloaded. So the Crysis 2 installation, all the other installations that I have, as soon as I get rid of this application and leave it be for 10 minutes, it's just going to delete all those downloads. So all the time I took to download all that stuff, it's going to be gone. That's not with the full version. That's just a beta limitation. It's a big limitation for me, but even for a beta. But luckily, the games do download quite quickly. If that was to happen on my PC, I'd be sitting there downloading this stuff all day long. Whereas with this, it was like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes to download large AAA games. So that's that. And thank you for watching. And I hope this video helped you out somehow. So, see you later.